Why are you screaming? I haven't even cut you yet. Hey guys, in today's video we're going to be checking out the Dark Dream design, the Repressed Nightmare, Nightmare on Elm Street remake, Replica Glove. This is my latest acquisition from the folks over at Dark Dream Design. I'll put the link down below if you want to get the Repressed Nightmare glove for yourself. I'll put the link down below. You can head over to Dark Dream Design. So, no stranger to Dark Dream. I picked up actually a couple of his gloves, and I always wanted to get myself the new Nightmare or the remake Nightmare on Elm Street movie starring Jackie Earle Haley as Freddy Krueger. Rather despised, I suppose, reboot remake, but I rather enjoyed the Nightmare on Elm Street remake starring Jackie Earle Haley as one Freddy Krueger. Needless to say, this is Dark Dream Design's Repressed Nightmare glove, which actually is, if you're looking to pick it up on his site, the price point for this is $350 plus shipping. Plus shipping will get this right to your door. Initially, I wanted to have at the beginning of this review, I wanted the glove on the hand, mannequin hand that I usually use for the gloves. Unfortunately, I just couldn't get it on it. So we would have to just kind of look at it as is. And don't worry, I'll put it on as well. The glove technically comes in two components. Of course, the glove, the main glove, and then this mechanical nightmare that consists of the Freddy blades. And let me also just start off by saying that the blades here I find are not incredibly sharp this way, but the last thing you would definitely want to do is be running your fingers along it. They are very serrated, very sharp, and could definitely slice. This is not something that you would want to be, like, this is a high-end glove replica. This is not something that you obviously would be wanting to pick up and give to a child or anything like that for Halloween. This is a very high-end replica. Now, it's comprised of a 1-inch Type L copper piping, which makes up the majority of the actual cups, the finger coverings, and then as well, it's got stainless steel. 1/8 of an inch stainless steel blades, which again work out to be very, very sharp. Coloring wise, I think it looks very much like the one from the movie. Of course, it is missing the glove end of it, which I will put on in a second, but I just want to show you the close-up looks here of it. I do like the roughed nature that he's given to the soldering of adding the blades to the actual finger coverings here. Coloring, like I said, is very accurate to how it looks in the movie, and off coloring of like the reds and the copper colors, so to speak. One of the notable traits of the new Nightmare glove, I keep wanting to say New Nightmare, and I know it's not the Wes Craven's New Nightmare, but essentially the new Nightmare on Elm Street remake, is that the platelet, the plate that covers this section here, which would normally be on Freddy's gloves, the Jackie Earle Haley glove, however, had more like these little strips of metal. They are crinkled and they're very like rough in nature, which again, it looks exactly like it did from the movie. It almost kind of looks like the tendons of like the hand, or like extensions of the actual bones in the hand from the fingers. So I do like that. It's kind of really a neat take on the glove itself. To put the glove on, it's a little bit more involved than simply just sliding the hand in place. One of the things as well that the Jackie Earle Haley glove is known for having is this kind of ring wrist clasp, so to speak. So basically, it almost seems as if it's like a torture device. You're almost being shackled into the glove itself. And there's a couple little screws on either side that close it off once you get it in place, which was all the more reasoning why I couldn't get it over top of the mannequin hand. And, so therefore I'm going to have to do it this way. I'm just going to lay the glove down and have a look at the glove, well, the actual glove. Now, if you look at the movie, I thought that the glove seemed a little on the dark side, but the movie as a whole, if you look at the glove, it does look like it varies in color, sometimes being slightly lighter in brown, sometimes being slightly darker, like this coloring here. He's frayed the bottom edges of the glove to give it a more roughed up look to it, and I think the coloring, for the majority of what I see in the movie, looks really accurate. He's got little scuff marks and stuff like that to it. And this particular glove also is fingerless. So when you are putting on the glove, like I'm going to do it right now, slide my hand through it here, you'll see that it is fingerless. There's no There's no actual tips to the gloves itself. The glove, again, is a leather material, and it looks really good on its own. Of course, the merits of the glove itself is that you would want to have it actually attached to the glove portion. Now, as I'm putting this on the glove, I simply can't just slide my finger through it because of the shackled closure. So what I ultimately have to do is just unscrew one of these. I would have to go back and look at the movie. I don't know if the screws are that silver. Maybe you could have roughed up the screws a little bit as well. But we're going to unscrew one side. There we go. And when enough of it has come out, just keep checking it here. We'll unscrew this. Almost got it. There. We're going to open up the clasp, and then I'm just going to take my hand and I'm going to start lining my fingers up to the actual openings here of the glove. And then when I've got it to the location where I want it, then I'm going to close up the clasp, thereby guaranteeing I'm not going anywhere, and certainly neither is the glove. So I'm going to just kind of bring this around. There we go. And this may be something, I may need to just pause the camera, because I may actually need my full attention getting this closed off. You know, hold on 1 second, I'm just going to get this all closed up. Finishing touches might help you with using a screwdriver just to kind of tighten it up there. There we go. And from the standpoint of it going from like the wrist section here, the glove's not going anywhere. Admittingly though, up at the tops, the fingers, there's not really enough, I find, that fits into the actual blades. Ultimately, you kind of feel like it's got a bit of a balancing act, so to speak, of kind of keeping everything together. I probably would have made the fingertips just a little bit longer, maybe even to about there, so enough of it was sitting inside the socket areas of the blades. But I love this glove. It's got weight to it, as much weight as one would hope for a real replica metal glove. And the blades do feel heavy. It doesn't fit as securely, I have to admit, from having it this way versus this way, because you got gravity kind of working in your favor. But you can move all individual finger blades. You could even get the serrated fingers that he did during the movie. And again, it's got a nice feel to it. The look is incredible. Again, I love all the little indentations and stuff that he's put in the individual strips of metal here, the copper piping that he's used. Each of the fingers are riveted as well, so you have full range of motion, being able to open and close off the glove. If you were to compare it, say, to some of the other Freddy gloves that he's done, and part of me almost wants to go back, and I think I might ultimately do that, go back and have a look at, now that I've got what I think to be better lighting and a better camera, I want to go back and maybe do a better service to the original gloves that I picked up from him. I picked up, I guess now, I want to say this maybe is my 5th glove, having already picked up the Freddy vs. Jason glove, the Dream Master glove. I think I picked up the Freddy's Revenge glove, and then of course the original. Now of course each of the gloves will have their own names on his corresponding website. This is the Repressed Nightmare, and again, I'm very, very impressed by it. The blades, like I had mentioned, are very much on the sharp side, so being careful not to, you don't want to be moving this around anyone's fingers or hands. The glove looks very accurate. I like that this is secure around my wrist. This part doesn't feel like it's moving anywhere. You can kind of just bring the glove out just a little bit as well, just to kind of get that permanently, just nicely tight around the wrist. But the only thing I would say again is the fingers don't sit. I would have maybe made these just a little bit longer, because I feel a lot of times I feel like my fingers almost even slipping out. But I'm very, very impressed with the glove itself. It's got some heavy details to it, wear to it, exactly how it looks from the movie itself. Again, if you guys are interested in picking this up for yourself. This glove, I think was $350, like I said, $350 with the shipping. So if you guys are looking to add this one to your collection, it's a little bit more on the expensive side, because the The remake gloves are a little bit more involved to make, other than just, you know, this part here is a little bit more complicated to make than the traditional glove. And of course, you've got the restraining bracket here on the bottom, which makes it very drastically different from the other Freddy gloves that we've looked at as well. But I'm very, very happy with how this one looks. Glad I was able to pick this one up for myself. If you guys are interested in picking up this glove for yourself, the Repressed Nightmare, I'll put all the information down below to Dark Dream Design. A lot of comments from you guys before when we looked at the Dark Dream stuff. You guys had asked, can you look at the new Nightmare glove or the remake glove? And that's essentially what we were looking at in this video. Like I said, today we were having a look at the Dark Dream Design. There it is right there. It looks awesome. Looking forward to putting this one on display. This is the Repressed Nightmare Replica Glove. If you guys want to go back, by the way, and have a look at all the previously looked at Dark Dream Design glove reviews, I'll have a playlist on this channel called Dark Dream Design Gloves. So you can go in there and have a look at all the older stuff that I had to look at. May still, again, consider going back and having a look at those gloves again. Just to give them a better, I think a better review than maybe what I had done the first time around. And more glove reviews coming your way, guys. You know, I love picking up the Freddy gloves and having a look at them on this channel. As always, guys, thanks for watching, as you always do. I'll see you guys next time.